What's up guys, and welcome to the start of a new series on the channel labelled Pokémon Switch. Now, as you might really easily be able to tell, this series will mainly be covering Pokémon Switch, which will be a game revealed at some point in the future and released some point in the future, but we don't know much about it yet. However, there is plenty to talk about with this game or these games. That's one of them, of course. Because it's the Nintendo Switch, and we've seen what Zelda did when it moved to the Switch, and we've seen what Mario's done when it's moved to the Switch, and Pokemon has just as much capability to change and to adapt to this new console, and to sort of see how it's going to work out. So there's plenty to talk about. So this series is mostly going to be about the Switch, discussing speculation on what they might do with the new games and such, analysis of obviously when information starts coming out and all that stuff. But there will also be some videos looking about the franchise as a whole as we look forward to this, this new game on the Switch. And you just have to look at my last video about the plot flow, as I called it, of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and we'll talk more about that in future videos, of course. So the format for this series and the videos in this series will be sort of, I guess, podcast-esque. There's not going to be too much graphics going on. It's mainly going to be me talking, as most of my videos are anyway, because of course, until there's any data or any information for the games revealed or released, we have nothing to go off of, so mainly, just me talking, but maybe a few graphics just displaying a point, for example. Again, look at the last video I did about the plot flow, and obviously with diagrams for that, so you guys get the idea there. So there's going to be a lot of talking and discussion. And to facilitate that, what I'm going to be doing for this series is at the end of every episode, I'm going to be putting out the topic and a question for that topic for the next video. So the format is generally going to be, I've picked a topic to talk about, I've also picked a question to resemble that topic to pretty much sum it up, and then I'm going to try and answer that question to the best of our ability in the video. So what I want you guys to do, because obviously at the end of this video I'll tell you what the topic for the first video is, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts. You tweet me, comment down in the comment section what you think about the question or the topic I've given you, because if I can get some responses from you guys, I can actually pull them together when it comes to actually making the video, and rather than just, as it was for most Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon videos, me giving my own opinion, I can grab a few of your opinions and maybe just freshen up some ideas, stuff I'm not thought of, or stuff that I don't necessarily think is my opinion, but of course some people might think that. So hopefully that'll really make the series a bit more interesting than just me talking and that's it. So hopefully, we'll get there. So we'll, as I said, we'll hopefully get some good responses from you guys. So it's really just a joint series, I guess, between us. So if you guys have any ideas for any of the questions mentioned in any of the videos upcoming, do let me know. Let me know your thoughts and your ideas, because then I'll pull them in, and the video will be a whole lot more extensive because of that. So as well as this, obviously, since this is the introduction video, another thing that would be helpful for me is to let me know what your ideas for topics would be. So if you've got any ideas about the Switch itself, so how the games might fit on the Switch, any ideas or any topics to talk about for the games themselves, so like where do you think the region's going to be based, how many Pokemon are we going to get, are we going to get a new evolution, starters, legendaries, about the actual games themselves, or any topics about the franchise. So the difficulty of Pokemon, that might be one topic, or the structure of a Pokemon game, that might be another, similar to the video I just did on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Or anything else you think is interesting, really, anything that you think would be a good discussion in the run-up to the Pokemon Switch game being revealed and then released, because it's a new game. As I mentioned, Zelda changed a bunch when it moved to the Switch. Of course, it might just be for the one game, but it still had a huge change. And similarly, Mario is obviously a normal Mario game, really, but it had some big changes. And we could obviously then adapt that to Pokemon and see how Game Freak might go ahead and do that. So anything you think might be interesting to talk about, anything you think you have a good opinion on or you have a good idea for, let me know, and then if I'm sharing that with you, then of course we can put it through and see what we can do with it. But that's really it for the introduction video. It sort of goes over the format of the series. So of course we have the topic for the next video, the first video in the series, and that topic is going to be release date. The question alongside that is, when do you think Pokemon Switch will be announced and then obviously released? So, when do you think it's going to be announced? Is it like early next year and then released late next year? Do you think it's going to be 2019 announcement and release? Do you think it's going to be maybe get announced next summer and come out January 2019? Let me know down below in the comment section, or again tweet me or anything like that, when you think the release date will be and why. Why do you think it? Do you think, oh yeah, it's going to be like March and then release in November because that's what we have the last 3 times? Do you think it's going to be 2019 because they need to, you know, develop it in time? Do you think it can be 2018 because they want to rush it out for the Switch? Let me know down below in the comment section what you think, and we'll discuss about that in the first video of the series. But thank you for watching today. Hopefully you guys are excited for the series. I definitely am, to sort of get into some nitty gritty in regards to the Switch. But I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.